Cool. So, man, I'm super excited because I had you on the podcast recently talking about crypto and specifically creator coins and all this different stuff. And I think I sort of mentioned it then, but really realized it more now. Where it was like I felt like there's all these huge opportunities, right? So much is changing. We're going from Web 2 to Web 3 that includes blockchain, metaverse, those types of things, the decentralized everything, right? And I was kind of looking at it like, man, all this stuff is going to change everything, but I don't really see the application for me right now. Like, what does it mean for me? Like, I get it. It sounds like everything's going to be a smart contract in I don't know how many years once it's all integrated. But the way that you talked about it when you started talking about creator coins and some of these other things made me see like, oh, wait a second, I see the opportunity right now. And that was kind of the first thing for me. So thank you for that. And
Yeah.
since then, I've been more and more, diving into a lot of the stuff that we're going to talk. I'll let you talk about it because you're better at talking about it than I am. But I'm really excited about this stuff now, and so that's why I kind of want to share it with everybody else.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you having me on again. Um, I'm just seeing it more and more. Like, it's a slow burn, I will say that, of people actually getting the light bulb on. But
Sure.
yeah, man, it's such a open space right now, meaning that it's just starting, like it's
Right.
just beginning. If people can dial in and just be one of those first people to like, one thing that I'm noticing is, people still spend as much time on social media as they did before. Um, but also simultaneously, there's more information available now about so many things that if you look up, heck, 2 years from now, and you didn't do, I'm going to say, if you look up 1 year from now and you didn't do some of these things that we're saying here, you have nobody to blame but yourself at this point. Um, like that might sound ruthless. People might say you don't know my life and all this stuff. Look, I'm not saying you don't have some things going on, but man, like this is too big to miss. You can't miss
Right.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like the biggest shift, uh, I guess that I can remember, where it just feels like everything is going to be changing. So maybe we could start talking about some of the things that producers can do now, or musicians, artists, creatives in general can do now. What are some of the opportunities that you've been doing yourself that you see for other people as well?
Yeah. So what I've been doing, I'll say if you're an artist or producer that has a good size audience, you should have a social token or a creator economy. You're going to hear all these terms: your social token, creator economy, Web 3.0, like all of them. Feel free to Google them. I'll go over them briefly here, but a social token is something that a creator makes. So that could be an artist, an athlete, a influencer, a YouTuber, a gamer, a celebrity, actress, art actor, whatever, right? And it is them connecting with their fans and building an economy together. All right. So think of it like Patreon, but the fans have equity in the economy. On Patreon, all you do is pay somebody a fee, and that's it. It's kind of just a subscription fee of, I get my product just like you pay your Netflix or your Spotify or your Disney Plus or whatever. That's it. That's the end of that relationship. With social tokens, you have equity in the economy. So if Gabe says that I'm going to give 10% of our sales this year to this social token, then you will now own part of that asset, right?
Yeah.
So the big difference, now you might think, hey, that's kind of like a stock. Kind of, but the big difference with this is that it's actually a currency. So not only can Gabe say that I'm going to give 10% of this revenue to my token economy, but uh, anybody can actually pay me in this currency as well. So it'd be like you walking into the Samsung store, Windows store, Apple store, whatever, and trying to pay for your iPhone in Apple stock. They're going to be like, hey, you can't do that. We need cash. With the token, you can go and do that. So you can have equity and at the same time pay for stuff and get exclusive access to a bunch of cool things just for owning it. So if you have a stock right now, pretty much all they do with stocks is they let you vote on certain things and you can get dividends on some stocks. But that's pretty much what stocks are limited to. They go up in value. They represent ownership of the company.
And I can't necessarily buy stock in an up and coming producer or artist or somebody else for the most part, right? Because that's a whole crazy process to be a publicly traded company. Whereas with this, it's like you can be like, "Wait, I believe in what Omari's doing. I believe in what Gabe's doing. I believe in what Illmind is doing. Whatever, whoever it is, I'm gonna invest, into that community." And then now I actually get to reap the rewards if I invest in your creator coin. And because you're doing cool things and you're talking about it and you're educating people and I believe in it, and it keeps growing, then not only do I get the cool benefits from whatever you're allowing people to do by holding that, but I also make more money because now all of a sudden I bought it when it was, 20 cents and now it's 30 cents or, 20 cents and now it's eventually $200 would be great. You know what I mean? So that to me is something that's really exciting, is that you can start betting on the creative people and the some of the people that you believe in.
Yeah. So you can swap the word out, bet for invest for support, all that stuff. You can go look at the legal aspects of that. We're not giving out financial advice here or tax advice or whatever. You can go consult your professionals on that. But you are putting money into something, and it takes on its own economy, essentially, is what we're saying. I'd say the biggest benefit with smaller economies. So obviously, like myself, my company, Omari MC, or Gabe's, Legion Beats, or Midi Money, like we're not going to have as many sales as Microsoft or, Amazon or whatever. So you can actually have a more direct impact on the economy than you could on a bigger stock. That can be a pro and a con, but, we're marketers. So obviously it's a bigger pro for us, meaning that, hey, if I like this YouTuber that I follow, not only can I own some of that economy, but now I can become their biggest evangelist. Like I can go tell everybody about this. Hey, this is a really good thing you need to get into. And like with this idea, you can just be telling the truth about it, because this is honestly a very good idea that people should be doing. You don't even have to be like this multi-level marketing person that you bought some skin cream and you're trying to get all your friends to buy this skin cream that you don't really care about. Like you already follow these people on social media. You're already consuming their content. You're just scrolling for it. And Facebook and Instagram and YouTube are all getting paid from this. Why would you not get paid too? Right. Like why would you spend all this time on something and not get paid for it at all? That makes no sense. So now finally, there's a way for you to get equity in all these different creators you follow. Like you can definitely buy Google stock, and yeah, that's kind of a representation of the whole entire pie. But there could have been one influencer on there that grew by 10x or 50x, and maybe Google stock at this point, like, look, it's probably going to be a very, very long time before Google 50x's ever again. Like if you got in way back in the day, congratulations. But look, that way it's hard to get a larger percentage return on something whenever there's so much money in it now, right? So Apple, while you might get your 10% per year or something, 20% or whatever, like you're not getting these huge returns. And like that's what makes people really want to get into something. They like to see big growth. They want to grow with somebody. And now you can do that on a personal level. So while these are not investments, they are a way for you to grow with an economy like you're not able to do with other economies. And even with the stock market or even other cryptocurrency projects, look, man, you're not really excited about, I don't know, some random semiconductor company or, AMD chips, right? Those are, sure, can I be excited about it? I guess, like Intel chips in this laptop I'm on. Am I excited about that? Not really. Like I can make some money back on it, but with the influencers I follow, those are the people that like I would actually go to their shows. I would actually want to like meet and greet with them. I would actually want to have dinner with them. I'd actually want to be able to talk to them, like try to send a DM to somebody on Instagram who has 1 million followers. Good luck getting a response back. But if you own some of their token and they're like, hey, I talk to people in my private Discord. If you own my token, you just increase your chances of talking to them by, so much more, because like this is their actual economy. These are the people who directly support them. And you have so much more incentive to support them now than just paying $10 a month on Patreon. So it makes so much sense. But I can't believe that I honestly can't believe it's moving as slowly as it is. Like, right. I know people say it's moving fast. I think it should be moving faster, personally.
Right. Yeah, for sure. No, I get that. Now that I'm getting into it, I'm like, yeah, why isn't everybody doing this? So I think just to get into some of the practical stuff, I know Rally is obviously a platform that you're a big fan of. I am now also, since you basically introduced it to me. I was wondering if you can kind of show people like how they can, and I know I didn't ask you to prepare for this. Maybe you could even share your screen. I could also share mine of like, hey, if you go to Rally and you want to invest in some of these, people where, like you said, if you believe in what they're doing, that's awesome. And also there are, I know you have to be careful how you talk about it, but there are certain opportunities where, hey, Google is not going to 300% its price in the stock. It just can't, right? It just, the economics don't work anymore. But there are some of these where you could invest in an up and coming, producer, artist, anybody else who's on there, and it could 300x. All the while you're in there, you're kind of benefiting from, if you're into what they're doing, on that platform. So I've been having fun going into Rally and buying a bunch of different people's creator coins, selling them. So yeah, I was wondering if you could just kind of like show how you do that, your process for it, how you think about it, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So I'll share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So inside of Rally, this is rally.io. Now there's a couple different websites that have social tokens. To be honest, Rally is far ahead of any of them in the structure of it, because it still feels like Web 2.0. So quick difference, Web 2.0, Web 3.0. Think of Web 2.0 as, logging into Gmail, into Facebook, like that sort of thing. Social media, think of Web 2.0 social media. And Web 3.0, it's more like I can log into stuff with my digital wallet, which would be like a MetaMask wallet or Coinbase wallet, one of those types of wallets. But with Rally, they made it in a way where it still feels like Web 2.0. By that, I mean, you can buy creator coins on here. So all these different economies with debit card or credit card still. So people are very used to that. But on top of it, you can buy with any cryptocurrencies or any major cryptocurrencies that are in your Coinbase account as well. Biggest difference is that with debit or credit card, surprise, surprise, banks don't like cryptocurrency. So you can only buy $500 at a time. And you can buy 500, 10 times in a row if you wanted to. It's just $500 at a time. And then there's a 4% fee for credit and debit card transactions. But like we said, if you make 20% on it, obviously you don't mind the 4% fee, and it's super easy to do. Alternatively, Coinbase Commerce, like if you just go to coinbase.com, set up an account, or Gabe might have an affiliate link or something that he can give you guys, but all of it, just think of it like PayPal already. People already use PayPal and Cash App and Venmo. It is just as easy as doing those. You're just moving money from a bank account into Coinbase Commerce, or just into your Coinbase account, I should say. Inside of your Coinbase account, there's something called a USDC coin. All right. That is just the United States dollar equivalent for cryptocurrency. So there should be a button inside your Coinbase that says, convert to USDC, and it'll just automatically transfer 1-for-1 any United States dollar balance you have in there. Pretty simple. It's called a stable coin. All it means is that it's pegged 1-to-1 with the US dollar. Now, you do that because you can buy any sites that have Coinbase Commerce, you can buy things in USDC. So I'm not going to go through and connect mine now, but you can buy things in Bitcoin, you can buy things in Ethereum and USDC, and a few others. So if you want to do this option, it's not that hard to set up. I promise you, if you've set up PayPal before, or Cash App or Venmo, you can do Coinbase. Very easy. The other way that you can buy coins is you're going to buy Rally on Coinbase. So that ticker symbol is RLY, and you can bridge it in. So if I go to the trade button, I can bridge in Rally. So if I buy some Rally on Coinbase or KuCoin or any big crypto exchanges, pretty much, they just got listed on Gemini too. So I can buy it on there, move it into the platform, and then I can just convert my Rally in this section here. So convert Rally, I can move it from Rally to any creator coin.
And I think probably, sorry to cut you off. I think maybe let's, for right now, maybe just keep it with the simpler options. I know you can bridge it in and stuff, but I think maybe for the people who can do that, I know you got another video that kind of goes through that process, but I like how it is easy enough where if you did want to just use a credit card or a debit card, that you could do that. That's how I first got on there. And then I went through your whole tutorial of like, okay, let me try to bridge this in and all that kind of stuff.
You know what? Funny, quick aside. I'll be quick. Yeah. I actually have never bought with credit card or debit card. And I was not Web3 savvy like when I first got on here. I don't know why. Like I just didn't. So I went and did the hard way of bridging in my money. I think I saw like the 4% fee, and I was like, wait, like I just want to avoid the fee. So I actually did bridge in for all purchases, and I've only bought with the Rally there. So don't be scared, guys, just in case.
Yeah, and actually, sorry to cut you off from cutting you off again. I think that's part of why I wanted to share this is like just starting to play around with this stuff is going to open up your eyes to more and more things. Just like for you, you weren't as familiar with this stuff, but you figured out how to bridge it in. I'm sure just doing that, or I'll speak for myself. For me, doing that made me think more about like, okay, what does Rally mean compared to like Ethereum, because it's this thing and there's a mainnet, like all the stuff that I still honestly am just starting to understand, but way more than I did before. Just starting to play around with this stuff I think is super important. And this is to me, this was my gateway. This was the easiest way to get in there, was first just going there and being like, oh, Omari's doing this thing. It's cool. I want to buy it. I click buy. I put in my credit card. That's what got me in there. So I think for maybe a lot of people, that'll be the way to start. And then it can be like, oh, let me connect my other wallets and, all that craziness.
True. All right. But yeah, so what do I do to assess coins? That's how you buy and sell them, just so you guys know. But what do I do to see, like, is this a good one to buy or not? First, this is called fundamental analysis. I come look and see, what are they actually doing with this? Like, what's the use case behind the coin? So on our coin, you can see we have like bronze members, silver, gold. And if somebody buys a certain amount of coin, or they buy a certain amount of services from us in the coin, then we'll give them different levels inside of our Discord. Discord's like a messaging service on steroids. that can hook up to Rally accounts. So we give them different levels in there, and sometimes we'll have like exclusive courses inside those membership levels. And in our top membership levels, we'll give out our own like coin picks as we're doing them. So we buy and sell a lot on here. I've been buying and holding more, which if we have time, I'll get into that later. Yeah. But after I do like the fundamental analysis of like, what is this coin actually doing? I'll look at the chart. So you just click on the activity tab, and then you can see there's two charts. Primarily, you're only going to look at the rally chart. Why? Because the USD chart is going to have both the price of this coin and the price of rally. Every coin on this platform is tethered to rally. That is the base currency, meaning that even if I buy a credit card or debit card, it is simultaneously buying rally and then transferring it over to the creator coin. So if rally goes up, all the coins on rally.io will go up. But if rally goes down, all the coins on rally.io, the USD price will go down. So as you can see, ours, it's actually like almost the same USD price as it was at the beginning, but the rally chart is just this coin. So what you really want to do is look at the rally chart. That's because I believe over time, as rally gets, more and more popular and people actually like start to use it, I'm saying that the USD is going to, go up over time. Right. But what I'm doing by looking at the rally chart is when you buy and sell on rally.io, you're actually acquiring more rally. You're not like the USD amount that could be going up or down, right? But if you look inside your portfolio, let's say that rally actually went down in price over the last 2 months, right? But the amount in your portfolio might have gone up because you acquired more rally. So you really just want to look at the rally chart. And as you can see for ours, honestly, and I know it's coming from us, so you might think it's biased, but it is pretty much up and to the right. And we have had we've had some good success with the coin.
That is impressive. Now that I've been playing around and looking at a lot of different people's, that chart looks nice. Nice job. For consistent growth is very impressive. Anyways, I'll let you get to it, but there's a lot of cool things about finding somebody, a creator on Rally, investing in the coin that is growing, right? Because not only will it eventually go up for your dollar, so if you want to sell it for more, you make more money, that's great. But there's also like rewards and all that. I know you'll get to all of it. It's just pretty dope.
Yeah. So the rewards. So even though one thing I want to point out to y'all, as Gabe just said, let's say I did buy this right at the beginning. All right. So this is around, it wasn't right this at the beginning, but later on in the launch day, it was at 32 cents per coin. Right now it's at about 30 cents per coin. But if I had held it from October 26th when it launched all the way to today, I would be up on this coin. Why? Because I would have received rewards. Rally rewards are given to anybody who holds the coin. Like if I own 10% of this, obviously we own more of our coin because we take payments in it. So we're going to own a big percentage. But if I owned 1% of this, then I would have get 1% of these weekly rally rewards dumped directly into my account. And that is just for holding this coin. You did nothing else, but you put your money in and you get these rewards. It's like a dividend. It is not classified as a dividend for tax purposes. Go consult your tax advisor, but it is like a dividend.
And the result of that is basically what it means, and I'll give my perspective and you can correct me, is that, Rally is, it wants people on their platform, right? Everybody benefits. Obviously Rally benefits and everybody on Rally benefits. And if you hold coins on, it's good for everybody. And so part of their plan is to literally give money to the people who are on their platform to essentially bribe you to get on the platform in the first place and hopefully stay on there, right? So they're actually giving out what it seems like the equivalent of like $1 million or, you know, an insane amount, like a very large amount of money every single week. And so depending on whose coin you're holding, if you're holding a coin that's grown, then you get the bigger percentage of that coin you have. And the more that creator has grown in that week, the more rewards you get, which is awesome because I've been collecting money where it's like, man, if I put that in any kind of savings account, of course, that's like, fuck, you know, trash. It's nothing. But even like your standard, like stocks and bonds, that's going to be whatever, you know, 5 to 10%. It's beating that stuff. So that's another thing that's really dope is having your money work for you and not just letting it, you know, sit there.
Yep. So the key, like you said, is finding the economies that are growing. I'll say this too, just because somebody has a lot of followers does not mean that they are like making their coin economy work. You got to go look at these charts because you really want to do both the fundamental analysis, which is looking at, hey, what is this coin actually used for? And then the technical analysis of looking at that chart, the rally chart. And I like to at least look at the 3 months. But you can even like go to the all-time chart and just see what that growth curve is. Does it have big spikes and dips? If it has a lot of big spikes and dips, it probably means that people just trade on that coin, meaning that they don't hold it. They think that they're better off selling it for a small profit than holding it for a long-term gain. So that would be like if I have Dogecoin or something, and don't come at me, Doge lovers. You guys know it's true. If I have Dogecoin and I think somehow Dogecoin's going to the moon over 20 years or 10 years, I say you're a fool. But that's a lot of people just sell it as soon as they get the gain on it because it doesn't really have a use case all like that. So that is why you want to do this analysis of the charts. But the rewards that you get for holding good coins are going to outpace any of these dips that we've seen. So even, you know, like I said, from the beginning to down here, heck, even if somebody got in like right here at a high point in the crypto market or, you know, in the rally coin price, they still would probably be, they might be up still right now because of all the rewards they received, or at least they'd be close to even. And then with rally, all you're really looking for is the price of rally actually doesn't have to go up for you to be up personally. All it needs to do is stay constant, or maybe dip down slightly. Reason why, like when they give out these rewards, that is increasing the supply of rally. And whenever you increase the supply of something and you still have the same amount of cash in there, obviously the price per coin is going to go down. So the thinking behind it is as more people actually use the platform, then the price should stabilize itself. And if it goes up, it's just extra gravy on the biscuit because you're already giving people more rally. So you should have more money in essence. But then if like so many people start to use rally that the actual price of the rally coin goes up, then not only did you get more rally, but the price of that rally went up. So eventually that is what I do feel is going to happen. Like as more creators get on here, as more fans get on here, it's going to have that, you know, ripple effect. Right. But for now.
So, okay, dope. So that's like a good way to kind of look at that. And I know we're gonna talk about how to get some free Omari coin in just a minute here. So yeah, we're gonna give away what 20 Omari coin, which is at this point what $6 real dollars. Not to mention other benefits and all the cool stuff. But yeah, I guess just before we get to that, so like that makes sense. How do I find? Okay, like I want to start investing. Obviously, I want to invest in Omari, but like if I want to find other people to invest in, other coins on Rally, and start doing some of this analysis you're talking about and decide who I want to buy, how do you find them in the first place?
So if you need an extra hand, you can always check out our Discord. You'll find the link. It's on our website too in the footer section, but you can come to the Rally page. Discord link will be there. But you can go to the Discover Coin section, and what you're going to do is look at a few different things. So you got support volume here, price, and rewards. Now, the support volume means that this coin has, like the top one has actual money in it, right? So it's how many dollars are actually in this coin, like how many liquid dollars are in this coin. That is a good indicator over time for something. So if the support volume is going up over time, that's more of like a long-term play, like looking at, hey, this thing has a lot of support volume. Again, if something has more support volume, it is harder to get bigger percentage gains, like with the Apple or Microsoft example. Like Apple has $3 trillion in it. To go up a 10%, you need billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah.
But for something that is smaller, you need less money for your money to go up. Right. So if I go look at this chart, like obviously I see it's a lot here, but you would have had to been an OG person back in the day on this one, getting in at 36 cents and watching it go up to $30 a coin. So yeah, I mean, it happens.
Yeah, that's wild. Because what does that mean? That's 100x.
Yeah,
basically.
That's 100.
Yeah. So if you put in, $1,000, now you've got $100,000. Like that's wild.
Yeah, you would have had to been one of those people to just hold it for a long time.
Right.
So most people, like as you see these dips on coins and whatnot, like get some people that sell, that was pretty significant drop off there. You got a drop off there, but then over time, like this one looks up and to the right. So this could be a decent one to go in on. You just gotta go see what they're using it for, look at the total numbers of supporters. But yeah, that'd be a decent one to go in on.
What about as far as the rewards, is there anything like, I guess basically you just want to see the growth, right? Is there anything that like, if you're looking at like, okay, do I want to buy this coin or not? Do you go over to that rewards tab and see like, what are they for this week? Or is that kind of not relevant because it's like too late for this week? Do you know what I'm saying?
I used to do that. What I do now is more so get in at the beginning. Okay. So like right when like I talked about those people that back in, what was this? This was March of last year. So those people holding for a year. And once you get past a year, you are in long-term investing. So technically, you're long-term investing. Some people say 2 years, but past the year, you're a long-term holder by IRS standards. So I personally hold it because when you get to a certain dollar amount in your portfolio, it makes more sense to hold because of the rewards. So even if I tried to flip something, I still need somewhere to put the money, to be honest. Like once you get, like Warren Buffett, for example, is a good example of this. When you have like as much money as Warren Buffett, you're kind of better off doing the dividends at a certain point and just collecting the cash from the dividends. Like, yeah, I can try to flip this, but I know they're going to pay me a dividend and I know this is a good company. So I'd rather just hold it at a certain point. Now, I will say if you don't have a lot of money in your account, then yes, you can absolutely flip stuff and you're going to make more than you would have if you would have been, holding it and for the long term. That does take skill. You are competing against other people who are very savvy. So if you don't know what you're doing, you can get your butt handed to you. But you can flip the money and make a lot of money trading any currency or any stock or options or futures or whatever. But you just have to weigh that for yourself, that risk assessment of, once I have X amount of money, am I better off just holding it? If I get in at a good price on all of these, my thinking is, look, somebody on here is going to be going up the support volume chain and they're going to be doing something with their coin. So if I get in at a good price at the beginning, I'm just holding. That's personally what I do. And I hold all. So there's like, 70 coins in my portfolio. Because we're at a certain point, you just hold it. And then your rewards will outpace any gains that you would have gotten, because a good example of this, we'll go to, where is
what's like do you know what's like the most rewards you've gotten a week, or average, or just to get some idea of like what kind of rewards are coming in?
I can say it's over 400,000 rally total. So total.
You're saying across, like, to everybody, is that right?
So I'm saying in my, like, from holding coins and supporting those 70 creators on here, it's been 400,000 rally total over since late July.
What, and rallies, what, 30 cents or something?
Yeah, it's like 26 cents right now.
Okay, so that is $104,000 that you've made in rally. That's wild. Yeah,
that's
crazy.
Rewards.
That's just the rewards.
Yes, that's not increasing any value of coins.
Right, just the rewards. Whether if the coin, whatever it did, not to mention if they went up and you still have that money, it's not like, wow, that's incredible. That's super.
Yeah, I calculated that whenever I was looking at the platform. I saw the APY and I was like,
bro,
I'll just execute that.
That's so crazy. Can we why don't we now I'm like re-excited. Can we show people how to get that 20 free Omari coin so they can get on here and start it? If nothing else, get your free 20 Omari coin and let it sit there and collect your rewards.
So go to socialtokennews.io. Everything will be right there. socialtokennews.io. Pretty simple. You guys just put in your information.
Will you show the whole process? Because I know it's simple, but sometimes there's like 2 or 3 things, and they just see it.
All right, so we got put in first name, submit.
Actually, we'll get to it when I get to it. But we've got a special bonus when you let Omari know that I referred you over.
Yes, I'll show that part. So you get this little message. Great. Now it takes 60 seconds. Sign up for your rally account. So click here. This would be the rally sign up page. I will not go through this. I hope you guys don't need me to explain this part. You enter your information here. You create the account. It'll send you an email. Click the confirmation link in your email so it knows you're not a bot. And then we send you this link that's on this. So it says claim your rally.io sign up bonus. We will send you that link to your email as well, just in case you forget to come back to the page. But you just click this button, and this will actually say, get bounty right here.
Yeah, if you didn't like it incognito.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's see here.
Just like Shift Command N if you're on a.
You're
on a PC, huh? What would be?
I will never go on a Mac. Never a day. All right, so we got this button here, claim bounty. It will. I already know what it's gonna do. So you have to, sign in to Bonfire. Let's see how we can do this on.
And you just use the same email that you just signed up.
Yeah, you can just use that email too. It's gonna send you a link that goes to your email again. You just confirm that link, and then you'll be able to claim this bounty. Pretty simple.
Yes.
And then in the text field on you're just going to enter Legion Gabe in the text field on this. So after you claim your bounty, there'll be a text field. Just enter Legion Gabe, and then you'll claim it. I'll get notification on it, and I hit approve, and you get your 20 Omari. As you can see, the reason why I said it's been going faster, to be honest with you guys, we have a lot of money that we can give out to people. Like Rally gives out all these rewards, and I mean, there's what happens with a lot of assets, whether people like it or not. People just need to hear the truth. What happens is the people who have money, they just keep doing the same smart stuff.
Right.
They don't have a new playbook. They just keep doing it because other people won't do it. Like Warren Buffett keeps getting billions of dollars because other people won't do it. Why would he stop doing it? Like, why would he be considered evil because he keeps doing smart things? Like this, I've come to learn over the past, I don't know, year or two, probably, that like, oh, these people just have the same playbook. They just keep running it over and over. It's really not their fault at a certain point. Like, I'm going to keep doing all this stuff, even if like there could be 100 people who watch this. Every single person who watches this should go claim this free money. But like, if you guys don't do it, that's not my fault that y'all didn't do this. So if you need me to go on another rant to somehow convince you guys to like claim this stuff, I can do that. But at the end of the day, like, I'm going to keep doing the smart stuff and getting these rewards. And like, why would I not? Like, why would I not do this?
It's crazy, bro. Like it's really opened my eyes recently to like, you know, all these things. It's so important to have that financial literacy. And I want to tie it in, by the way, when you type in Legion Gabe to let Omari know that I sent you, he's going to send you a link to a video, which is my business partner, Anno Domini. And he did a whole presentation all about financial literacy. And he's somebody who's got, you know, a $6 million real estate portfolio, a big stocks, you know, crypto, all kinds of stuff. He's a very, very smart investor. And we have our private coaching program in Midi Money. It's called the Mastery Coaching Program. And it's not cheap, by the way. It's cost thousands of dollars to be in there. It's a very small group. But we knew this was something that was a really important topic. So Adrian actually just did this presentation for that group a couple of days ago. And I was like, man, this is something that everybody needs to see, you know, whether you paid those thousands of dollars to be in that group or not. And so I felt like this was the perfect thing to tie in. We're talking about financial literacy. This is something that it's literally free money, like you just go get it. Right. And we wanted to incentivize you as many ways as possible, because it's so important to not just learn how to make money, which is obviously very important and mostly what I talk about in Midi Money. But then how do you actually make that money work for you? How do you, how can you take whatever money you've made, even if it is just $20 or whatever, it doesn't matter. How can you have that money multiply itself? And the opportunities now are insane. And this one to me is like one of the easiest no-brainers, super exciting. Like, I can't believe you made over $100,000 just in rewards. That's wild to me. I'm starting to build up, but like, I'm like, damn, I need to put more money into this. Now that I'm hearing that, because it's the opportunities are there. And like you said, it's just, you just gotta do it. And so I think we're making it like as easy as possible, right? Because it's free money. You can play with it. And it's just a great gateway to kind of get in there and, start playing around with this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, this is out of our pocket. So, Rally, they are generous, 50% of their total supply. Their total supply is 15 billion Rally. So that means 7.5 billion Rally they will give out over the next, I think it's like 6.5 years. Somebody's going to get it. You guys have to compete against, me for getting it, and everybody else on there, but you can still go get some. Right now, there's, it's a newer idea. So if it takes time to get your marketing and all that stuff. They actually haven't really put any money into marketing. They've been building the infrastructure more so. I don't think they put that much money into marketing or any ads at all. But when the infrastructure is built and you build your solid base and you pour some gasoline on the fire, why would you be like, let's go back for a second. If you're one of these people who, before this coin gets to, I don't know, $2,900 a coin, I don't know if it'll get there, right? But if I can get it at this price, and that this person, you've done your research, right? You have looked into how are they building their economy. You trust what they're doing, just like you keep buying that iPhone or that Apple product every year. You trust what they're doing. So if you can find all these different there's hundreds on here right now, and there more drop every week, every Tuesday and Thursday around noon Eastern Standard Time. They drop more coins. So if you can be one of the people who's dedicated enough, you take your lunch break or whatever you can do to find which coins are going to be good buys the first day, and you are smart with your time and your money, you can have 400,000 rally, right? It's not just, Omari gets all this, so there's less for me. Look, there's 7.5 billion that they are giving out in rewards, 7.5 billion rally. And over time, as people, like when rally gets to $1 a coin or $2 a coin or whatever, and you're collecting all you can when it was 25 cents or 50 cents or 75 cents, you can look back just like Warren Buffett does and say, hey, I did really smart stuff with my money. I bought these smart ideas. All you're buying is ideas and work from people. I bought these ideas whenever they were smaller, and I did smart stuff with my money. Now I can do pretty much whatever I want in a financial sense. I can pretty much do what I want. Like, I don't have to take anybody's crap. I don't have to, I don't have to work 80 hours a week or 100 hours a week or whatever. I can just do what I want in terms of work at this point. So look, we're essentially giving you guys a pitch to give you money. That doesn't really make sense. But yeah, like you should take the money.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like mic drop. Like, yeah, I don't know what else could you say. Yeah, take the money. Man, what else to say about that? I guess not much there. I don't know what else. Just as far as maybe crypto and investing in general, while we're just on the topic, anything that you're excited about, anything to chat about, or even if it has to do with rally or not.
I am excited about seeing what Solana is going to do personally. So Solana is another cryptocurrency that Rally actually will be developing on. So Ethereum and Solana are cryptocurrencies that other people can build upon. And with Solana, it's faster. So with Ethereum, the biggest problem people have with Ethereum is that when you build upon it, the network has so many people on it that sometimes they charge a high fee for processing your transactions on there. With Solana, it's built in a way that they charge a very, very small fee to process your transactions on it. And what Rally is doing, hopefully with their projects, is making these coins, like if somebody launches on here and they want to be able to bridge out to different Solana projects or wallets or whatever, it'll be really easy to do that. So you can do that with Ethereum right now, like Ethereum-based wallets, like MetaMask or Coinbase wallet. Really easy to move your money out to Coinbase. But they're also building that functionality. Like if I want to buy an NFT on here and move it to a Solana wallet, I should be able to do that in the future. So that's what I'm excited about.
And can you I actually did have a question about the NFTs on here too. Can you move these to like the I don't know if this is the right term, the Ethereum mainnet, is that even the right term?
Um, so it would be moving them to, yeah, essentially. Um, Most people trade on OpenSea.
Right.
Um, that is a primarily Ethereum based marketplace where you're buying and selling NFTs in Ethereum. You cannot move them right now. They're bought and sold on Rally's marketplace, but in the future they're building that where you can move them out. The best thing about the NFTs on Rally is that you buy them in the currency of the creator.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, and by the way, I know we just kind of jumped to it for everybody else. So far we've just been talking about the coins, but Rally also has its own NFT marketplace, right?
yes, yeah. So it makes so much sense. This is honestly one of the bigger reasons why I think this rally is going to be successful is because whenever, like, let's take the Nas example. Nas dropped an NFT on Royal.io. It has 1,000 copies of it, and if I'm not one of the very first people to hit that button to get the 1,000 copies, then I just don't get the Nas NFT. Like, that's it. That's the done deal. I can go to OpenSea, but I'm going to buy it at a premium from what it was originally. So if you're not one of those first 1,000 people to get that NFT when there's tens of thousands of people trying to get it, or even hundreds of thousands, you're just probably not going to get it ever. But if Nas had listed a token first, so if he had Nas token on here, and then people can buy his NFTs in Nas token, not only do the people who buy the NFT get the exclusive benefits of the NFT because he was selling part of his song royalties in the form of NFTs, but people can still buy and sell Nas token, the social token, without buying the NFT. So you now have two layers of your creator economy. That makes so much sense because the NFT in and of itself, like, when people sell it again on OpenSea, Nas still gets paid a small percentage of that secondary sale. But I mean, there's only going to be so many sales of an NFT. Like, you're not going to be buying and selling it 15 times a day on most projects. It just doesn't happen. But with his social token, you can see a lot of activity in there. So there are people who can buy and sell his social token a lot of times per day. So it has this like dual layer economy where the NFTs are bought and sold in the social token currency. So I don't like, if I only have $5, I can buy $5 of Nas coin, but his NFTs aren't going to go for under at least $100 on like OpenSea for like the small NFT package, and the bigger ones is way more than that. So you're
Right.
excluding a lot of your fans by only selling NFTs. You need to have the social token first and then layer the NFTs on top of it. And once people get that, I think that's just another like so easy sell for Rally that, like, why wouldn't I do that?
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's dope. And even just like saving on gas fees and stuff. That's
Yep.
one thing that that's been, the more like I play with this stuff, it feels like I get taxed everywhere. Like, you move this from here to here, there's the gas fees, there's the transfer fees. Like, man, that's been tough. That, which is, again, is a nice thing about Rally, that it is kind of its own, thing where you can, basically live in there with no gas fees or whatever.
Yep.
And you can also pull it out and turn it into, convert that rally into real dollars, which is nice. Somebody was asking if Rally was built on Ethereum.
Yes. It's a ERC20 token. That means it is built on Ethereum's technology, but they will have interoperability with Solana. So they have announced that they are um, building for that compatibility with Solana as well.
Got it. So it'll work with both, I guess. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
Okay.
on Solana, I think they labeled it as SRLY. If somebody wants to, go research that and look into it, um, it's it still has the RLY, just it's like a lowercase s in front of it.
Got it. Got it. And what is, so just for my clarity, because I know I've heard like there's like mainnet and side chains, and then there's like layer 1 and layer 2. What do you what do those mean? Because what, Rally is a side
Side
chain of
chain.
Ethereum, is that right?
Yeah, Rally.io is a side chain, meaning that if I go onto Etherscan, which is a site that you can like look at all the transactions of coins that are built on Ethereum, it's not going to show the transactions that are on the side chain. So if I were, I'd have to go to portfolio to get to that. Yeah. Don't want to open up my portfolio, but if you guys go,
You don't want to flex on them. You don't want to show them the.
if you guys go into portfolio and you click on the Rally section, you can see all the transactions that are on this side chain. Just like I went to the activity tab. There should be one up still. There we go. All right, so we can look at this one. Activity tab. They do show you all the transactions. The biggest thing with blockchain is people want transparency with blockchain. So everybody verifies the transactions of it. When you move to a side chain, it's mixed. It's a mixed bag. So you do see all the transactions. You just don't see the wallet address of the transaction. So I can know that this was $1,000. I can know this was 5,000 Rally. I can know somebody sold 500 here, 400, 500. Somebody sent 20. Somebody bought some. Somebody swapped in some. I can see all that. I just don't know who the wallet address was. So I don't know who holds what percentage of it. Whereas with, just regular blockchain, layer 1 blockchains, I can see like, oh, this wallet has this much in it. For layer 2s, that would be like Rally is built on Ethereum's technology. So technically it is a token. It's not a coin. So it's not a Rally coin. Coins would be like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Those are like layer 1, just like a layer of a house, a foundation or something. You got layer 1, and then Rally's built on top of Ethereum. That's layer 2. And then technically, Omari would be a layer 3. So Omari is built on top of Rally, which is built on top of Ethereum.
Got it. Classy Beats had a couple more questions. So one, he was asking, can you limit the circulating supply of your social token?
No. Good question. So with these, the supply actually goes up and down automatically whenever somebody buys and sells them, because it is a small cap coin. Meaning, if I had to wait for a buyer on the end of all these transactions, you might wait a long time, right? If it's a coin that doesn't have a lot of volume, you could be waiting a while. Like if I don't have liquidity in something, that's why you want coins that are like, if you're looking at Ethereum or versus some random coin that's out there, Ethereum's going to have way more liquidity, buyers and sellers in it, than that random small coin. So when you get really small coins, like this is big for a Rally coin, but it is small in the scope of like Bitcoin's market cap or Solana's market cap. So this is actually automated, which means that it goes up whenever somebody buys some, like it increases the supply, and it'll go down if people sell some. It is capped at 21 million total supply. Like if somebody gets that much support that it reaches 21 million total supply, then it would be something that people do have to sell off some for people to buy some. But if it got there, it would probably, you really wouldn't care what's going on at that point because you'd have a lot of money. So, yeah.
Got it. That makes sense. And then he was asking, will swapping be available in the future? I think, well, depending on what that means, you can swap, right? You could swap your Rally for other, like you can swap your Omari for Rally, which you can swap for dollars or anything else, right? Or am I not understanding that question?
Yeah. I don't understand the question fully either, but you can swap. So you can swap home like this is a different coin. You can swap home for rally. This person could have swapped rally for home. You can bridge out your rally. Like if I want to move the Omari off of rally.io, I have to convert it to rally first, and then I can move the rally out to Coinbase and sell it. But yeah, you
Right.
can swap.
Yeah. That is something that's dope. I remember I was looking at this thing called BitClout a little while back. I don't know if you saw that.
Yep.
Which I thought it was like a cool idea. Like it was kind of trying to do what Rally was doing, where at least the concept where you can kind of invest in people didn't seem like they quite pulled it off. And when they first launched it, there was no liquidity. I guess there is now, but at first there wasn't. So that is something that is nice about this, that from the gate, you can convert your money into, convert your investment back into money whenever you want.
Yep. BitClout is not on as many exchanges as Rally is, and there's no rewards on
Yeah.
BitClout. The best thing about BitClout, which could be a bad thing, honestly, is that anybody can make a coin.
Right.
You can't like falsify that you're a celebrity on BitClout in most cases, but like anybody can make a coin. So it's faster to launch a coin on there. There's no rewards. There's no campaigns on there, which would be like people buying your products and services. They don't make it as easy to make campaigns. And like you said, they didn't have great liquidity at the beginning, like at all.
Yeah, no, I don't. You couldn't even. There was like no liquidity at the beginning, which I guess maybe is smart from their perspective, so that the money is at least there for a certain period of time. But it definitely decreased trust. I know when I was talking to some people about it, they're like, "Well, I'm not going to put money into something that I don't know how to take it out right now."
Yep.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Dope, man. Well, man, what else? I think we can wrap up pretty soon, but definitely anybody seeing this, hearing this, go get your free Omari coin. There's no reason not to. It's just free money. And then let them know that I sent you. You'll get that financial literacy presentation that I talked about earlier. And again, for me, like, this was a great gateway because it was so easy to just get on there with having zero knowledge of anything, and then start playing around, start looking at some of those charts, start trading some coins, buying some coins, and then that ended up opening up my eyes to a whole bunch of other stuff. Was like, oh yeah, let me check out the bridging thing, and then learning more about wallets. And so this is stuff like, we are moving in this direction very fast. Don't want to get left behind, and I just think this is a great way to get in there. And man, I really appreciate you taking the time, and I appreciate you showing me this, because it's really kind of opened up my eyes to to a lot of cool stuff.
Absolutely, man. Oh, you can't get me to shut up about it, so you would have heard about it eventually. So I don't think it's moving fast enough, to be honest with you. This is gonna happen.
Yeah.
So people, hop on while you heard it today.
Yes, get in early. I do see one last question. Classy Beats was asking if Rally offers staking. I know there's the rewards, but I guess that's technically not the same as staking, right?
It's staking in a form. They do have other staking, but really you want to stake it with the different creator coins on there. That is their best version of staking. The return is way higher than the other form of staking. Since their supply is so aggressive, it really just doesn't make sense to try and stake it anywhere else. You want to stake it where they're giving the most rewards, and that is with the creator coins on there. So the social tokens would be like a broader term. Creator coins is specifically referring to the individual coins on Rally. So you want to stake it with the creator coins. And that would be like the buy and hold strategy on there.
Right. Because then you're getting those rewards. That's how you got effectively $100,000 that
Yeah.
when rally goes up is going to be even more. So hard to beat those gains, whether if you're, you know, with any, wherever you park your money.
Yep.
Cool, man. Anything else before we wrap this up?
That's it, man. You guys go to socialtokennews.io.
Yes, go there, get your free Omari. When it says who referred you, put in Legion Gabe. That way, Omari knows to send you that financial literacy video, and we'll all get these gains, get these rewards. All right, man.
Sure.
Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Later, bro.